If you're a nurse, a social worker, a first responder, a victim advocate, or your job in any way exposes you to trauma, traumatic events and situations, and the traumas of others, you are not alone. If you're feeling burned out, stressed out, overwhelmed, exhausted, having trouble sleeping, having gut problems, and on and on and on. Hello and welcome to the Pause First Academy channel. I'm Kim Colgrove, and today I'm going to recommend a book. I'm the author of that book, but let me tell you why I've decided to talk to you guys about this book today. So I'm going to talk to you about this book right here. It's the Mindfulness for Warriors Handbook, and I'd like you to look at the top right here, Books That Save Lives. Now, there's a reason why I decided to talk to you about this today. One of the people that I interviewed for this book that I just showed you reached out to me a couple of days ago. Now, I haven't talked to this person for a long time, several months. I interviewed them, I don't know, it's been a couple of years ago now that I interviewed them for the book. So they reached out by text. We chatted back and forth a little bit. And one of the best things I've heard in a long time was this person saying, I'm doing a lot better. Music to my ears, because now here comes the story, and this is the real reason that I want to talk to you. In the fall of 2022, I and some of the people that I teach and train with, we did an 8-hour training for veterans and first responders who were retired or getting ready to retire. And the 8-hour training was all about mental and emotional health, retiring healthfully, and all that. So at that conference, that all-day conference, we handed out copies of my first book, Mindfulness for Warriors. So everyone who attended got copies of that book. And on a break, this person came and talked to me, and that's common. But what he said it shocked me, and I wasn't expecting it. He was teary. He was in a room full of a whole bunch of his peers, probably 60 or so of his peers. And he said to me, thank you for handing out copies of your book today. I appreciate it. And I wanted a chance to talk to you today. I've already read this book, and I wanted to tell you that your book saved my life. That is a crazy thing to hear someone say, and I was taken aback. We chatted for a little while, and he went on to explain to me that he had been, after many years working as a first responder, 3 decades or so, he was in a really bad place, in a really bad spot. And, he felt like the walls were closing in. That's actually really common across these professions. And he had a suicide plan. And he was very matter of fact about it, talking about this. He said he had a suicide plan. He had signed up for a 5-day group therapy program for veterans and first responders, but it was during COVID, and it fell apart and he wasn't able to go. And so he said he had a suicide plan. He was ready to execute that plan. He had everything in order, and somebody gave him my book. So he read my book and he changed his mind. And here's what I want to tell you about this. My book didn't save his life. It wasn't me. What saved his life was reading the stories in this book, because this book is filled with 9, well, this one, so I interviewed 9 people for this book. This is the one he read. And then I interviewed him for the rewrite of that book. In the rewrite of that book, which is the Mindfulness for Warriors Handbook, we added that story from me speaking to him at that conference, and we added a resource directory specifically for this group. What really made a difference for him and why he changed his mind and eventually got help and is turning his life around. It was reading these stories, and he said to me at that conference, I didn't know anyone else felt the way I felt. And that's why I wanted to come on today and talk to you guys, because I feel like a lot of you don't understand that there are a whole bunch of you, if you're someone who's struggling or struggles off and on. There are a whole bunch of you that are feeling the same way, but nobody's admitting it, nobody's talking about it, and that's what needs to change. I want you to understand the reason that he felt like this book saved his life was because of the stories and the interviews and the honesty and the vulnerability in this book that his peers shared. If you don't like to read, you don't want to buy the book, no problem. I'm going to share all the information with you. And if you follow along with me here on YouTube, this is a free resource. You can get all this information. We can talk about what others are dealing with, and I will offer you resources and, most importantly, ways to heal. Practices and exercises that you can try to reduce your own stress and regulate your nervous system and lots more. What I want to offer you is a place to come here on YouTube where we can talk about these things, where you can learn about these things, where you can confidentially educate and inform yourself. And I really want you to understand that this is like really almost epidemic. You're not alone. It's not just you. It's not that you can't handle the job. It's not that you're weak. It's not that everyone around you is strong. There's just a lot of people that are not doing great, but they're not admitting to it. They're not talking about it. Hey there, I'm just popping in here real quick to let you know about my brand new course over on Pause First Academy. It's called Learn to Pause, a comprehensive roadmap to mental and emotional well-being for trauma-exposed professionals. There's a free preview over at pausefirst.com with a ton of information, and there's a really short video introduction. And I also have a 50% off early bird special that's good through July 1st, 2025. So don't wait, go on over to pausefirst.com. If you're watching this in the future, head on over there and see if the cart is open. If not, you can sign up for the wait list, and I'll notify you the next time I launch the course so you can take advantage of my 50% off early bird special. Okay, onward. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Go back through my videos if you want some practices or exercises you can do. Go over to Pause First Academy if you want to get a free downloadable resource list. There's a free downloadable PDF resource list over there. If you want some ideas about what other trauma-exposed professionals have done, what tools and resources they've used to get healthy and well. And let's stay in touch, friend. Please take good care of yourself. Thank you very, very much for the work that you do. I see you and I truly appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video.